KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic. People caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. Rivers Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. Rivers Edge Hospital.
Hello and thanks for joining us for this KEYC News Now to Go update. I'm Jackson Jurek. In a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a look at today's forecast and a gross weekend ahead. We start with state news. The man accused of killing 2 people and injuring 2 more during an apparently politically motivated rampage over the weekend made his first appearance at the U.S. courthouse yesterday afternoon. Our Quinn Gorham covers what transpired in court.
Vance Belter appeared in a federal district court in the city of St. Paul earlier Monday afternoon. He appeared in an orange jumpsuit, unshackled, and appeared relatively calm and collected throughout the duration of the hearing, which lasted just under 15 minutes. There wasn't a whole lot that happened at this particular hearing, but the judge did grant Belter's request to be represented by a federal defender in his eventual trial, conditional on review of Belter's finances and assets. In addition, we did hear the prosecutor's motion to drop a charge of flight to avoid prosecution. That was granted by the judge. We will see Belter appear in court at another date. That will be June 27th, and that'll be one that will handle both the motion from the prosecution to have a pretrial detention for Belter and a preliminary hearing for his eventual trial. That's all we have for now. It was a fairly straightforward court hearing. Outside of that, again, 6 federal charges against Belter that he will be facing eventually in a court of law. Reporting in St. Paul, I'm Quinn Gorham.
Now, like our Quinn Gorham mentioned, Belter is due back in court on June 27th. That's a week away from Friday. In Duluth, it's race week for the 49th annual Grandma's Marathon. Along with different race times and new courses this year, the event is expected to have the largest number of runners it's ever hosted. Over the next few days, staff will be working hard to get event spaces, race routes, and entertainment finalized for this weekend to help avoid congestion on I-35 and down in Canal Park. Grandma's Marathon officials encourage runners and visitors to arrive as early as possible on Thursday.
All else, just be patient. Everybody's here for the same thing. Everybody wants to have a great race weekend. So if we can work together and get through that heavily congested area of I-35, then we can all have what we came here for, which is a great Grandma's Marathon.
To help celebrate, the race is also bringing back a celebratory beer just a few feet away from the finish line. Grandma's Marathon race festivities began Thursday, with the main event happening on Saturday morning. Well, KEYC News Now is excited to announce a new channel dedicated to sports fans. On July 1st, we're launching the North Star Sports and Entertainment Network. Fans can catch the Minnesota Twins, St. Paul Saints, Minnesota State University Maverick Sports, Bethany Lutheran College Athletics, the Harlem Globetrotters, Minnesota State High School tournaments, and so much more. Watch over the air on Channel 7.3, Charter Spectrum Channel 193, or streaming Channel 3271. Mediacom 140, Midco 595, and Comcast 228. With the launch of North Star Sports, the 365 will be moving to Channel 12-6. Catch North Star Sports starting on July 1st. Switching gears and joining me at the desk is Caitlin Lohr. Caitlin, a wide spread of weather this week, and I mean like anything and everything that you can imagine. From
minus snow.
Well,
I mean, we are in Minnesota.
There's some wood here. We're gonna knock on some wood right here. Caitlin Lohr might have just jinxed us in the middle of June.
I can promise you that here there is no snow. Though I have been up to the top of the Bighorns in June, which is out west, and they usually still have at least a foot of snow on the top of the Bighorns.
If we get snow, if we get snow.
Jackson doesn't even have any words to think about if we get snow.
Oh, no.
The good news is we're not looking at snow, but the bad news is, as Jackson mentioned, kind of everything in between, from more rain chances to some heat and humidity on the way. Starting with today, we've got more rain chances on the way with some showers and a couple of thunderstorms possible. As you can see, those are going to start developing to the southwest of us between 10 and 11 o'clock this morning. And then those are going to make their way into the Mankato area between let's say 12 and 1, and they're not going to be heavy torrential downpours, at least for us here in Mankato, but some of those areas that got some yellows and darker greens, even some of those reds, those are the areas that could see some heavier rainfall as well as a little bit of some thunderstorms. Now, the good news is we're not looking at anything strong or severe, at least not as of right now, so we can kind of just sit back and relax and enjoy the sound of the rain, maybe the rumbling thunder should we hear some, but it's not going to be a repeat of yesterday, and that's what we like to kind of move forward from when we have a situation like yesterday. So no need to panic today. That'll clear out by about 5 o'clock this afternoon here for southern Minnesota. Those in northern Iowa may continue to see some lingering showers till about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And then we'll see partly cloudy skies through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. But then as you wake up tomorrow, you're going to actually wake up to cloudy skies and more rain chances returning to the area. So again, you are not ready to put that umbrella away just yet. We are looking at a high of 77 degrees by this afternoon with those few showers and possible thunderstorms on the way. Tonight, though, partly cloudy and quiet with a low of 62 degrees by tomorrow morning. And as I mentioned, make sure you have that umbrella ready to go tomorrow morning as you head out the door, because you'll probably be a little sorry if you don't grab it, as we are looking at very light rain through the morning hours. It's going to be very spotty across the area, and then it's going to become a little bit more scattered, a little bit heavier as far as that intensity goes as far as rainfall going into those early afternoon hours. And we could have a few more thunderstorms in the area as well through tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. But the good news is that's going to clear out through those early evening hours tomorrow, leaving behind clear skies for the overnight hours. And that is actually foreshadowing clear skies and sunshine. In other words, a quiet day full of sunshine headed our way for Thursday, where we don't even have to worry about having our guard up to make sure we are also being aware of what could come through the rest of the day on Thursday. We are just looking at sunshine on Thursday. But with that rain on the way, we are looking at an additional 1/4 of an inch or so across southern Minnesota between now and Friday morning, while northern Iowa could range between a 1/4 of an inch up to an inch possible between now and Friday morning. And not only that, all the rain that we've been getting is leading to moisture in the air, and that's what we don't like going into the summertime, because that moisture in the air is what we call humidity. And it's been very noticeable over the last few days. And take a look at this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It just jumped up actually from earlier this morning. We are going to need those gills to breathe come this weekend, and that's not a good thing, because also coming this weekend is a heat wave. The first decent one of the summer season coming our way. Here's what that looks like on your extended forecast. We have a little bit more activity to get through this week. And then we've got that sunshine returning for the weekend, which sounds fantastic, but 90s with high humidity is going to make it feel more like the upper 90s. Some areas may reach those triple digits for the heat index this coming weekend. So of course, be safe out there.
If I could boo you or anybody else for the 90s, I would. But I'm
Well,
not
okay,
gonna,
take your
because
pick, snow or heat and humidity with 90s. Put you on the spot here.
Probably like a lot of snow,
No, just some snow.
just some snow.
Yeah.
I would take probably some snow, I think.
I think I would too.
Yeah, see, we're in agreement. So then I'm not going to boo you. We're going to agree to disagree. Thank you very much, Caitlin, and thanks for watching this KUIC News Now to Go update. Stay with KUIC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KUIC News and Weather apps for the latest headlines and your forecast.